Hey friends, it's me, Jen. I'm back with another question for my blue community. And this is a piggyback off of the last video that I posted a couple days ago related to the American flag. And when it's hanging outside of somebody's home, what is the impression that you get? The vast majority of people have a negative reaction when they see a flag hanging outside of somebody's home. Understandably so, because of the things that have occurred over the last 8 years. You just read the comments and you'll get a good feel for that. But my question for you is, how can we start to reclaim that flag, right? It doesn't belong to one side or the other. It is a symbol of unity and freedom. And so how can we start to feel safe flying that flag outside of our home? Do we use signs? Do we use a blue sphere at the end of the pole? Let me know what you think.
If you voted for Trump, you can't complain that Black Friday isn't Black Friday anymore, because it's almost like companies can't afford to sell imported goods at a discounted price.
What's going on, guys? Red Channels here. If you enjoyed these videos, please consider giving this a like, subscribing, and sharing the video to help this channel out. Also, consider going down in the comments and subbing to me on Patreon for more benefits. Anyway, enjoy.
Joe Biden has decided to pardon Hunter Biden. And I'm just going to say I am thrilled that he's doing this. I have been saying since the very beginning that I hoped he would pardon him. Hunter Biden never would have been charged with this crime had he not been the president's son. I think that everything that the Bidens have given up over the last 50 or so years to serve this country, it is the least that we can give back to his family. And I am in full support that President Biden is doing this. And I'm just glad he's finally doing it. I was really worried that he was not going to pardon him, and he deserves to be pardoned. This is a man who has been going through recovery for a long time, and he deserves this grace. So, good for Joe Biden. Good for Hunter Biden.
Hi, I'm Allie, and I am leaving my husband after 10 years together. I am moving to the south of France and planning to start a new life. And I want to be able to take people along for the ride and see how much it's actually going to cost me, what I'm doing, the process, the plan, etc. So right now I have decided that I think I'm not going to come back. I was going to come back for Mercury retrograde and just spend the 3 weeks at home and pack again, bring back another suitcase, but I've decided I think I'm just going to buy a one-way ticket and stay. Also, Sabrina Carpenter's coming to Paris while I was there, and I was like, I think I want to go see her. So I think I need to stay. But I think I've decided that I definitely know I want to be in the south of France. I was looking at the Montpellier area, and I think I've decided on Nîmes. So if you have any recommendations, drop them below.
Something that really bothers me and makes me so mad, I can feel it in my bone marrow, my renal tubules, my mesenteric artery, I literally feel it there, is when people use the word woke as an offensive statement, or they're trying to be we can't do that anymore because people are too woke. The Democratic Party isn't surviving because there's too many woke people. I don't know when it was an offensive thing to tell someone that they're awokened or they're awakened. It would be different if they were those Democrats are slept. They're sleeping. I feel like conservatives are slept. Democrats are woke because we're eyes open, we understand what's really happening out there, but conservatives are slept. They're just slept over. They're in their bed with their footy pajamas on, comforter way over their head, eyes closed. They're I don't want to know what's really out there because it's too hard to stand up for people. It's too hard to do it. I can't do it. But Democrats, on the other hand, I don't really align with Democrats, but anyway, people on the other side of the argument are woke because we realize that it's not nice to say offensive jokes. It's not nice to be racist. It's not nice to take women's rights away. It's not nice to promote ideology that affects people that don't align with you. It's not nice to say everyone's Christian when we know that's not true. It's not nice to call, Middle Easterns all terrorists because that's not true. So it's just very frustrating when people say that. But then again, they're slept.
Women, have you processed yet that all of this is happening because men don't want to treat us like human beings? Like, it's so difficult for them to just give us kindness and respect that they would rather completely dismantle and destroy society than have to do that. Because if you're not washing the skid marks out of their underwear for free, they think that we're just worthless. They hate us. Like, it's, and again, let's please, can we not have the not all fucking men conversation? I know that. I have like a good amount of guy friends that I literally talk to every single day, and I love them and they're good human beings. Over 60% of men, okay? It's the majority of men that voted that they don't give a fuck what happens to us. They don't care if we die trying to give birth to their babies. And we've had the conversation over and over again that if someone has a miscarriage, they have to have an abortion or else they'll die, because there is dead fetal tissue in their body that can cause them to go into sepsis. I guess a lot of people don't give a shit. A lot of people just think, oh well, and they're listening to these disgusting Christian nationalists saying that they want to roll back a woman's right to vote. I think genuinely a lot of men want to see that happen. They want to see you put back in your place. They want you to get back into the laundry room to scrub the shit out of their underwear. Trying to hold space for both the fact that there are many good men with good hearts that really care about us, and that this is the last thing that they want to see happen, and the fact that it's still the majority of men, though, that do want this, it's really fucking with my head. It's fucking with my head.
It might seem craziness until it isn't. We're going to look at some numbers. So first, we're going to take a look at the season number and the episode number of each of the 6 episodes that are connected to those songs. And this is where I enlisted ChatGPT to help me out. I asked ChatGPT to see if there were any codes associated with those numbers. And outrightly, there weren't until we applied a key. If you apply a standard alpha to numeric key, where A equals 1, B equals 2, etc., this is what ChatGPT came up with. Now, it looks like a jumble of letters, until you ask it to see if there's any words or anagrams that come out of it. And this is what we got. I judge glad girl. Oh, but it gets better. Because I asked ChatGPT if there were any other messages within that. So what it did is it took those letters and reverse alphanumericized them, where A equals 26, B equals 25, and so on and so forth. It gave me a number code. And when it had this number code, it then reapplied the alphanumeric code to it. The A equals 1, B equals 2. And this is what it showed me. To fix war, vat. Did it mean vote? To fix war, vote. Guys, I don't think that we're going to be going for a recount. I think that we're going to be headed for a re-vote. As always, clowning requires group participation, so please let me know what you think in the comments, and I can't wait to see what else pops up. Bye!
Where's Mega? Why is Mega so quiet? Have they finally came to realization that they know they fucked up? They know they fucked up. Mega been mighty quiet. Hey Mega, where you at? Where you at, Mega? Where you at, Mega? Y'all fucked up. Y'all fucked up. You know you fucked up. You know you fucked up. And you can't admit it. You won't admit it. Cause you can't admit it. You won't admit it. Where you at, Mega? Where you at, Mega? You know you fucked up. You know you fucked up. Mega, where you at? Y'all supposed to be taking this year out with a bam. Because y'all won the election. But y'all mighty goddamn quiet. What's going on? You feeling funny. You feeling real funny. 'Cause you know you didn't win fair. It wasn't fair. And you know it in your heart and soul. You know it wasn't fair. It's just the thought of knowing that you won. Wow. Bless y'all soul. Bless y'all soul.
Let's talk about December 3rd. Okay, quick little history lesson. So in 1997, some tech dude created an AI thing that could scan the interwebs and it would predict the stock market ebbs and flows or whatever. But then in 2009, 15 years ago, it predicted that Donald J. Trump was going to be president. Back then, Donald Trump was just
All right, Gene, what I think you're fired.
that guy. Nobody ever thought that weirdo was ever going to become president. It also predicted that he was going to become president and he was going to go on Joe Rogan's podcast, which at the time, Joe Rogan didn't have a podcast. And nobody even really knew what podcasting was. So, Donald Trump's president, Joe Rogan has a podcast, Donald Trump's going to go on it. It predicted all those things, which all came true, by the way. Then it predicted that 39 days after Trump goes on the podcast, there's going to be a huge alien versus military fight up in the skies. So, what are our thoughts? What are we thinking? Should we be preparing for this? Should we be going out and buying boxes of toilet paper again?
Wait a second. If Joe Biden pardoned Hunter Biden today, and that was something he said he would never ever do, and technically presidents have the ultimate immunity, what if this is like the start? Like Joe Biden actually grew a pair, and he's going to do something. Codify Roe. Sign on the dotted line about those student loans. And I don't know, put up some sort of executive order that says criminals can't be president. Perhaps call for a full forensic audit into the election. Who knows what could come of this if JB is feeling that crazy, right? I mean, Witch Talk has been really, really quiet lately. I wonder if this is why. I know a lot of us have moved into the acceptance stage, but maybe, just maybe, there's a little bit of hope left that we don't end up with a convicted felon as our president. Maybe?
Hi everybody, I hope you're doing well. I understood the assignment. I sure did. Didn't go to any Black Friday sales for anything. Especially didn't go to Wal and Mart. And probably will never enter Walmart again. Not that I'm proud that I entered it before, but I'm just saying. I have control and so do you. We have control over where we spend our money. And I chose to spend my money at LGBTQ owned businesses, at Black owned businesses, at entrepreneurs who are trying to make things and make it. I chose to spend my money there. Like today, I wanted the book Wicked, and I was like, I really want to read it. I enjoyed the movie, so I'm going to order the book, and I went straight to Loyalty Books and ordered it. So, not Amazon. So what I'm telling you is understand the assignment. We do have some control, folks, even though it might not feel like we have control over who's in office. We do have control over where we spend our money. So I want to empower you and remind you of that. And as always, be encouraged, love, and light.
Wow. All I can say is stunning and brave. Conservatives are truly shaking in their boots right now because you've discovered your control, that you're going to spend your money elsewhere. That's really going to put a hurting a lot of people's wallets. Yeah, we're really going to think twice about voting Trump. No, this lady's ridiculous. These boycotts are not going to work. Liberals are so fun to laugh at. So if you enjoyed this video, again, please consider giving it a like, sharing it, subscribing, and Red Channels will catch you in the next one.